All right, guys, you need something. You need something. Maybe you need some liposuction. Maybe you need some dental implants, some stem cell therapy, a hip replacement, breast augmentation, all of that. Anything to do with medical dental tourism in Costa Rica or Mexico. We're going to be walking you through the process how Johnny can make that happen in about, I don't know, 45 seconds. Guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would appreciate it. Want to see videos as we put them up, hit the notification bell. And if you appreciate all this ongoing information for the last 15 years, over 800 videos, you can go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, hit the donate button. Get me a new coffee cup. I'm looking for one. Oh, real quick before we start, got another relocation retreat coming up soon, man. Coming up soon. There's going to be no blowing smoke. It's the good, the bad, the ugly of living in Costa Rica. It's a 6-7 day event. I guarantee afterwards you're going to know if Costa Rica is right for you or it's honey. We're going to Portugal. But my favorite thing to do is to meet you guys. Be around the pool, answer your questions. It's a good time. It's at a great place. The food is good. But even if you know all the information that the presenters are presenting because you've done so much homework and research, I'm telling you, the price of admission is worth it just for the contacts you're going to meet, the people I surround myself, the people I trust. Trust me, you don't want to start anything in Costa Rica with the wrong people. That's true, isn't it?
Very true.
You didn't know I was going to say that. It is true. So just for that, it's worth the price of admission. All that information is in a link in the description below on YouTube. Johnny, let's do this. Sir? I got my coffee. You got your, what are you drinking? Milk? You got a straw? What do you got?
Water. I'm a water guy.
Okay, so guys, if you don't know Johnny, he helps people in medical dental, anything to do with medical dental tourism because you want your implants. He gets you down here. He puts you to the right doctors. He does all that. And just before we get started with him, if you are interested, go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Scroll down. It's a very quick form if you want to talk to Johnny because you got something you need done. And remember, not just in Costa Rica. Mexico's an option for people too. He does Mexico as well. And if you don't believe that, we did videos. We went there. Remember? We went.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes, we went to Mexico, vetted, went to hospitals, talked to doctors. It was a great. So the reason I told him about the form is because I just filled out the form. I want some liposuction. No, actually, let's change it. I want some stem cell therapy. That form comes to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. I forward it to you, Johnny. We're going through the whole thing. I'm gonna get my stem cell, but first it's going to you. What are you doing with that?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Mike. One of the things that we look at first, and maybe I'm a bad salesman. I really think of people and what their needs are, and if what they're asking for is a right fit.
Are you trying to say I don't need stem cell therapy? What do you mean?
Sometimes, well, it's sometimes stem cells are good for certain things. So if a person's asking for a thing that's way out there that people maybe have advertised, oh, it does this, and I've seen different.
Oh, so you're talking about, you're kind of saying a consultation.
Yeah, consultation.
Well, wait a minute. I thought you just changed that a little bit.
Yeah, I did actually.
So let's do that because, we're going to get to consultation because you do that as well. But you're going to respond to me through email and just give me a quick, what's that email going to look like?
It's going to look like it's going to give you information about what you're asking for that you detailed in the request first. It's going to tell you what our fees are, how it works, what steps we take to get you qualified and get you to the next step. Because a lot of times it's people call, they ask, and they're shopping around to see what's going to
fishing, Johnny. They're fishing. They're trying to get information so they can go somewhere else, and they're trying to get the price out of you so they can go around and do it cheaper somewhere else, or think they can.
That too.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So I've seen the email, so it's kind of telling them the expectations that they can have if they're going to work with you.
Yeah, it's what it is, Mike. Is that I'm a person. I try to be as helpful as possible, but we've had so many inquiries at times, and I spend a lot of time with people trying to help them, and sometimes I'm okay with them going somewhere else if it's not a right fit.
Yeah, but not after spending 3 weeks with you. Shut up. What?
Yeah.
See, this is why it's too nice. This is why it's too nice. Okay, let's get off this though. So I get the email. I'm interested. I send him I might have a little deposit. He wants to make sure I got some skin in the game. So he might go to get this ball rolling. There might be a little deposit down, and I'm on board.
You're on board.
So now
you put your deposit in. Okay, we're gonna find you the most qualified physician in an area which you're looking for. Not whether it's here or in Mexico, if you so choose to go there. Here in Costa Rica, we'll find you a person that's a right fit for you, because a lot of times there's some very good doctors, but they're not a right fit for you. And since I know them and I'm listening to what your needs are, I put you with the right doctor, not just based on price, but what your outcome is going to be, what your realistic outcome is going to be, and it helps whoever is trying to get a service get what they paid for.
Okay, so you do everything though, right? I mean, so if I end up saying yes to this, so we find out, okay, stem cells is where I'm going. You kind of go, yes, that seems to be a thing you should talk to a doctor about, and I'm saying yes. Now dude, I've never been to Costa Rica though.
So Mike, this is how
I'm a little leery.
You're gonna be a little bit leery. You're gonna be a little bit leery about coming. You're gonna be leery about transferring money, of paying, all these things. But that's why we have a great reputation.
You.
Yes, me. We have a great reputation, not only receiving money, but also doing a service. Now, I'm not going to say that we're perfect in any ways. There's things that could happen along the way. So things can happen that are out of our control, but let's focus on...
but you still don't leave them.
No, we don't leave them.
I've seen it firsthand.
We don't leave them hanging dry because maybe your budget went over, or you left, you called me at 12 o'clock at night and you're not paying me to talk to me at 12 o'clock at night. If you're here in this country and you're doing a service with us, we're going to answer the phone and take care of you. But we take care of you from the time you get off that plane. Our driver picks you up, takes you to that hotel, gets you to the consult, gets you back to your hotel or what your trip is, and gets you back on that plane after the procedure is done and all throughout. So we never leave you. So the doctor may operate you on Mike for 3 hours, but we take care of you for those 15 days.
Yeah, you do. I know you do aftercare as well.
Yeah.
Guys, I just want to say, we've talked to a lot of, if you're new to this channel or you've never seen me before or Johnny before, we have quite a few videos of people that have gone through you, kind of testimonial interviews.
Testimony, their experiences.
And their experiences. And we just don't have one or two. We put faces on these people and they're telling you how Johnny helped them and what they thought of the whole service as far as him or the doctors and their procedures and everything. So I'll put maybe some links to those videos so you can see that, he's done this for a while. 5 years?
Going on 6 now.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yep.
All right, so you walk them through. Everything is cool.
Well, a lot of times, Mike, it's not just them coming in to do medical tourism. A lot of people come also to live here. So we also help them through that process, because sometimes the misconception when you come to Costa Rica that we've been trained as being an American, been trained that, I need to have insurance to survive. And insurance is very important. But sometimes with people that don't have serious chronic conditions or serious issues, health issues, sometimes you can get away with just paying for your own service outside, or even maybe buying insurance, but maybe a catastrophic type of insurance. Or, maybe you're waiting to get residency, and we help you get a program on to be a voluntary system in the Caja, which is a system that they eventually would get into.
Well, I think you might be confusing people now a little bit because they just want to get breast augmentation. So, you know what I mean? I don't know, because they may not even know those words you just said.
So the reason I mentioned it, Mike, is because some people fall in love. They fall in love when coming to the country after being here and spending some time. And but you're right. Go back to what we're here for. We take care of you from A to Z.
Yeah, these kind of videos usually are going to make more questions and answers. And the reason I just wanted to say that from the plane to back on the plane, to the doctor, to the aftercare, to aftercare, all of it. You're with them, hand holding them as much as they want. And I didn't really want to get into too much more because it's so custom. Everything is so custom. Some people want to get their own car. Some people want to go zip lining maybe afterwards. So I mean, there's so many different things. I would just rather have people get a hold of you, then you guys can work it out. If we could go into the woods on all this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so many factors to consider.
So my point, I wanted this video just to kind of go, you just don't get off the plane and you got to get on to Waze and, oh my gosh, where's the doctor? I don't speak Spanish. I can't figure out the streets. I just want you to know that, yes, you can drive your own car. You could drive to the doctor's office if you want, but you don't have to. You're going to be taken care of from off the plane to back on the plane. I think that's what's most important. And then all the custom part in there is things you've already discussed or they've discussed with the doctor.
You before you arrive, Mike, you would have already paid for your whole procedure. Everything is already coordinated. There's nothing missing. When we first started, although I've been in healthcare for almost 20 years, well, a little more than 20 years now, we're getting a little old. There's all these emergency factors, the complications, all that. It's already been factored into the procedure. So if something happens, there's already a step for that. There's always a process for everything that happens. So it's not, you know what? We got to do this. We've already done that. We already know that we need to place you in a hotel close enough to the facility that there's an ample amount of time to get from this to this. And if something does happen, God forbid, that there's a hospital close enough to where you're staying at to treat you. Knock on wood. We haven't had that, but we prepare for it.
All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. If you want to ask him questions, that's what this video is for. You can get a hold of him through Travel Costa Rica Now. Scroll down, fill out a very quick form. It shoots to him, and you can ask him all these questions about insurances and what does what and what you're doing and, all that. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Michael Allen. That's Johnny, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up. Thinking about living or traveling anywhere, always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, I'm going to put our videos up with anybody's. Ciao. I got to manually turn this off. What's that about?